My blessings and love to you all. I am out. Thank you for being with me now in your year 2018. Do some of you remember that shift from 1999 to year 2000? Do some of you remember 1960 or 50? Even 1940 or 30? Yet this flow of time is made up of moments, seconds, fractions of a second. And in 1 second, everything can change. In 1 second, the sun goes behind a cloud, and the snow begins to fall. In 1 second, 2 cars collide. In 1 second, a baby is born. In 1 second, a flower opens. All of this arising out of conditions in each moment. We'll talk about the says impermanence, which means everything is constantly changing. And there is really nothing to which you can hold to. Everything changing. If everything is constantly changing, why are you so worried? Whatever is unpleasant now is going to be gone. Whatever is beautiful and you're holding on to it, it's going to be gone. So we talk in a Dharma class about the importance of living in this moment. This does not mean that you cease to pay attention, because you are constantly creating and co-creating the conditions out of which the next moment will arise. So you take care of those conditions. But all the planning in the world is not going to prevent the hurricane from passing through, the forest fire from sweeping through, the sickness of a loved one, or you're stubbing and breaking your toe. Yes, you can be mindful and not kick that object. But sometimes you're in the dark and you don't see it. There are 2 important points to balance here. One is mindfulness and presence in each moment. And one is the deep intention for that which is wholesome and beautiful in your lives and on the earth. If you live in the moment with fear, what if this doesn't work? What if that happens? Your fear contracts your energy. When your energy is contracted, the light can't pour out of you, and you are armed, and the radiance of the outside world cannot pour into you. Notice I've said outside world and into you, as if there's a duality. That which is out there and that which is in you. On the relative level, there is a duality. This is not that. But on the ultimate level, there is no duality. Everything is part of everything else. When you look through the branches of a tree, in the bare winter, as it is now here in Michigan, you may see the clear sky. You see the black lines of the branches and the clear sky. They both exist, but being human, you cannot focus on both at one time. So the gaze shifts, branches and sky. In any moment, one or the other will be predominant. And so you live in what seems to be a dual universe. Present with this or present with that. Objects arising and passing away. Beyond all this arising and passing away, what continues? Is there anything that continues? Love continues. Awareness continues. The innate, let's call it intelligence. By this I don't mean mental intelligence, but the knowing heart. The innate intelligence of a being. That which is touched in it to everything. It continues. So, first we speak in terms of duality, seeming dualities, like the tree branches and the sky. The tree branch, it will fade away eventually. The tree will decay. Even the sky may fade away. The sky is a conditioned object. Love and awareness do not pass away. Love and awareness are part of you. Perhaps not a conscious part right now. But yes, they are a part of you. You cannot lose them, because they are not of the nature of conditioned objects. That is, they do not arise and then pass away related to conditions. They simply are. Take my word for it, though. Begin to explore the nature of unconditional love in meditation. Begin to explore the nature of awareness in meditation. By awareness, not consciousness, not a mundane consciousness, but a full presence. What is this awareness? What is this unconditional love? Or where does it rest? So yes, we have impermanence on one level. Everything changing. As we recorded this today, deep snow is falling everywhere. I'm looking out the window, see snow on the branches, snow on the ground, flakes coming down. Tomorrow the sun may shine and burn away the snow. We can't say the snow did not exist. It's out of my window. But it has no substantial reality. It comes and it goes and it comes and it goes again. Some of you, as you are listening to this, may be feeling sadness, fear, anger, confusion. Some of you may have pain here or there in the body. This is like the snow. exists, but it has no ultimate reality. That means you need to attend to the emotion or the physical discomfort, but not to give it power by making it something solid. This then is the blessing of the teaching of impermanence. If it has the nature to arise, it has the nature to cease. Why am I speaking of all of this? Many of you are troubled about what is happening in your world at many different levels. The politics, the United States politics, and the global politics, the environment, the wars, the wildfires sweeping through the land, burning trees and homes, the hurricanes, the floods. You cannot turn your back on these. People are suffering because they have lost their homes. Perhaps even loved ones have died. You must always do everything in your power to alleviate this suffering. But holding fear of what has arisen as a result of conditions and trying to fix what has arisen only creates more contraction and fear. It does not create really self-suffering. You can attend to these things. To the blizzard, to the hurricane, to the forest fire, to the automobile accident, to the volcanic eruption, to the political heat throwing. You can respond to these with a consciousness that refuses to be drawn in with fear, but instead it comes forth to attend. It's very helpful to remember, as it's often said, this too shall pass. But you cannot hide yourself and say, well, it will pass, so I don't have to pay any attention to it. It will pass, and it still must be attended to. That which is best able to attend is this aspect of you that I call awareness. So let's look just a bit at what awareness is. It is the place where you come together with everything. No separation. We sometimes talk about this in terms of, behind me here I have a wooden altar. It looks like a shelf with legs. What is it really? It came from a tree. It's a slice of wood from a tree. The tree grew out of the earth. The sun and rain and the soil nurtured the tree. So looking at this altar, and I don't know if you can see it behind me. Let's use this as a better example because you can see this. A wooden statue of the Buddha. statue, yes. But it's also the sun and the rain and the soil. It's the wood from which it came, the tree. It's the forester who cut the log and the sculptor who shaped it. It's all of those things. All part of each other. When you begin to understand the world this way, you can embrace more fully that yes, everything is arising out of conditions and it must be attended from a loving place. And yet nothing is permanent, so there is no reason to live your life with fear. Not only no reason, but no use. It only makes it worse. But you can't say, so I will get rid of fear. No. How would you get rid of it? I will hold fear when it arises and bring it into my heart. I will remember this fear has arisen from conditions. It is impermanent. It will pass. And when the fear passes, the radiant heart and radiant awareness, love, will be present. And this is what brings happiness and an end to suffering. Knowing that you are that radiant awareness. You are that love. As you step into this new year, watch the fear that arises about the earth, about political situations, about your own personal situation. And offer yourself the intention not to get trapped in that fear, but to remember it arose from conditions. It is impermanent. I will take care of the fear and of the conditions. And I will live with love. Thank you.